All right, you already know what it is. ISUPK, Philadelphia, ISUPK, Trenton, New Jersey, man. We're going live right now. Uh, and we gotta fix this camera a little bit. Um, you already know what it is, man. We're going live. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, I'm gonna take some time to share this myself. All right, let's go ahead and share it out. All right, boom, boom, boom. Also, when we going live, um, gonna be going live on TikTok. All right, you fixed it right. All right, bet. All right, I see it. All right, you can put it down just a little bit. Just angle it down just a little bit, just a tad bit. All right. Um, you already know what it is. ISBK, man, we teach the truth of the Bible. All right, this is where you actually find out the truth. All right, so let's go ahead with the announcements. We are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We are under command of General Yohana. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible. All right, and tonight, man, we're gonna be talking about a topic that has to be spoken about, had to be taught. All right, are we slaves? Are you a slave? Okay. I go, I go on the internet, man, and I see a lot of our people enjoy the Alabama brawl, the chair, and the whole thing, but we gotta truly understand why we feel that way. All right, we gotta truly understand why we feel that way. And give me Romans 12 and give me Psalms 83:3. Give me Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. I'm about to go live on this. It's TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. All right. So let's get into it.
So, chapter 83, verse
hit
3.
the TV for me real quick. Hit the TV for me real quick, over the show. Yeah, just turn it off. Yeah, both the show. All right. So read what you got.
Psalm chapter 83, verse 3.
All right.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel. Go ahead.
Against thy people.
Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Now, one thing that we know in the black community that the government has conspired against us, has done evil things to us. These people have done horrendous things, you understand, and we can't deny it. We can't deny it. We can't try to turn away from it like, oh, well, yeah, it was in the past. The past dictates the future, all right? Right now, black people, Hispanics, and Native Americans have no power. We have no power. When police shoot, when police unalive black people, who stand up for black people? And I'm not talking about black people rioting and protesting. I'm talking about, let's say if a Chinese brother, let's say if a Chinese man or woman goes on a plane and get mistreated. Do you know that the airlines is going to do everything in their power to make it up to China? Okay, make it up to that family. Because why? They have an army, they have a nation that would defend them to the teeth and actually have true militant power. Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, we have no militant power. We don't even love one another. So when blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans get mistreated, who stand up for us? Nobody. Read from the top.
Oh God. They have taken crafty counsel.
Go ahead.
Against thy hidden ones.
Against who?
Against thy hidden one.
Against thy
people.
Against thy people. They have consulted together with one consent. Okay, this is in the Bible. This is King David talking about our enemies, and we had a whole lot of enemies, a whole lot of them. But in today's time, you know what we see as our enemy? Raheem that lived down the block from us.
Right.
You know, one of our own sisters that works at the job with us. You
Right.
know, our own mother and father, uncle, auntie, whatever. We see each other as enemies, and we will go to war. But we never deal with the bigger picture on the bigger playing field. We think small. And let me tell you something, these people that I'm talking about, I got to censor my words. The oppressor and his people, they truly understand that we are destroyed. They know it. They sit back and they laugh. Like you see all the beef that's going on in the neighborhoods, in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? And it resolves in someone being unalived. They see the panels that we have and we can't get along. We put that on the forefront. They see it. But here's the thing. We don't this is what they know that we don't understand. And the reason why the ISUPK is so great is so amazing. The ISUPK don't kiss nobody's ass. We are not a good lassie boy to the slave master, to the oppressor.
Right.
Okay? We make them kiss our boots at camp. I just had to tell some Edomites that, you know, gotta uh gotta keep it PG up here. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta keep it PG. Like we make them kiss our boots. Why? Because of the evil that they have done to our people. They had done some horrible things to our people. And because they did those horrible things to our people, the Most High said they can get mercy, but they had to acknowledge that they did wrong. Acknowledge that ye are the chosen people of God and get on their knees and look up the dust of thy boots. Come on, we saying that that's wrong? Look what they did to our children on the plantations. Look at what they did to our ancestors, not just the Negroes. We're talking about the Hispanics. We're talking about the Native Americans, the West Indies, the Haitians. We got to talk about it all. See, we tend to forget because we was taught to forget. You was taught to forget about what happened to us. Oh, don't worry about that, man. Just go get a job. Go get a job, Calvin. Stop worrying about all that stuff in the past, man. You need to go make some money. Then how come the Jewish people always remember the Holocaust? They make museums to it. They still go out and search old Nazi party soldiers and participants and throw them in jail. They'll be 99 years old, and that 99-year-old person goes to jail. They don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so we shouldn't care about anybody else's feelings about our tradition. Continue to read.
Oh God.
Someone said this might be a case of schizophrenia. Here's the thing, right? Whenever a black person actually stands up for themselves, and I bet you if I said, oh, God loves everybody forget about slavery. Forget about them pouring crack cocaine in our communities. Forget about all the villages and infrastructures that we built with our bare hands after being on plantations, our women being sexually abused. We are being abused in all various ways. Don't worry, don't forget about that. Man, we gotta get these jobs. We gotta vote and wear the American flag in our house. Like, is you serious? Like you telling me when Native American and black blood, Hispanic blood running through me, I got to sit up there and forgive you. Someone with Native American blood in them gotta forgive You? Because what? Because now you run this thing over here? Come on now. You understand? Like you gotta tighten up. You understand? I like the white people that say, I understand. I understand. I know why you mad. I respect it. Why? Because what happened to 9/11? When 9/11 happened, good night. They had that council, and that council said, we going over there for weapons of mass destruction. Knowing damn well they ain't had nothing over there. Well, they had to let it be known. Don't mess with us. Don't ever think that you can attack America's soil ever again. Come on, man. No, nobody want to hear that nonsense that you're gonna try to bring to this conversation, to this class, whoever you are. You understand? But anybody got any comments, any questions, make sure you type in below. You know what I mean? So let's get back to it. Read it from the top again.
Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Being a what?
Being a nation.
Now, I'm an African American. I look at my card, look at my ID. They say, you are an African American. How the hell am I two slave masters? Riddle me that. How am I two slave masters? I'm identified by two white men. That's what I got to be identified as. I'm giving Christianity out the womb, Islam out the womb. I'm told that Jesus Christ and God is white men. That's what they want me to believe. How do I know that's what they want me to believe? Because they are the ones that sit behind closed doors and made sure that we got the white Jesus, make sure that we got the white God and all the white prophets, and we worship the Christianity God. And what the Christianity God teaches, forgive your enemies. Forgive them. But in context, that scripture really was talking about forgive your brother and your sisters. Love thy neighbor as you want yourself. How can you say that you love God that you have not seen, but hate your brother and your sister that you see on a daily, that you can see? See, when you actually go through this Bible, it is a Bible of people that was great, and that a lot of times they was wrong. This Bible is a book about the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what this Bible is about. But if you follow what you came out of the womb, this white Jesus and white God, well, you're going to not care about your integrity. You're not going to care about wanting vengeance. We gotta have vengeance. Get me. Hold on, real quick. Read that part again where it talks about. Read that part again where it talks about. Hold on. Somebody said the link not working. Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Read that scripture from verse 2.
Oh God. Psalm chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have what?
Taken crafty counsel.
They have what?
Taking crafty counsel.
They're taking crafty counsel. So they sit back and they plot on you. Keep going.
Against thy people.
Against who?
Thy people.
Against who?
People.
Our people. They plot against us every day. Why do you think Planned Parenthood is always in black communities? I remember going, I work downtown, right? I work downtown, and I'd be like, I wonder why Um, you know, I always try to, talk to like people out when I'm out and about. And like I'm not a person that's not approachable, right? But I always wonder why Planned Parenthood promoters that be in the street, they don't never come to me. And I'm like, hmm, maybe if I keep walking past them, be a familiar face, they'll probably do it. You know why they don't never come to me or they won't come to you? Because you have a spirit like no other. You got a spirit of righteousness. You understand? Like, you can't think that, okay, how can I say it? Your demeanor and spirit shows that that demon should not come to you. I have seen that demon go to everybody else. And when I seen the people that they go to, they look weak. They look feeble. They look like they are not heterosexuals. You understand? They look like they live an alternative lifestyle and all of that. You understand? They never go to a man. They won't go to a man. They won't go to a woman. And I'm saying it with emphasis so that we can all understand. And this scripture right here, it said that they take crafty counsel against our people. Keep going.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They consulted against our hidden ones. Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us.
Keep going.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Come and let us cut them off from being a nation. So when you look at what's going on in Florida right now, they trying to ban Black, Hispanic, Native American children to learn the truth about our history. This is why you better, as a parent, as an adult, you better start learning this truth now. You better start learning culture now, because you think Florida is the beginning? No, it's going to spread like wildfire. And what's going to happen is, can you put a lid on that joint right there? So what they're going to do is they're going to continue this whole little trend until your child is going to come to you and say, yeah, slavery wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad back in the day, mom, dad. We came over here and we actually wanted to be on them plantations and work. They teaching your child lies. They want to destroy you. Why you think when a Black, Hispanic, Native American say that we are Jews, we Israelites, we're looked at as crazy people, huh? Because it's like you got some nerve to try to identify yourself as a Jew. You saying that you're the people of the Bible. Here's the thing. You don't believe that we are Jews, that Blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, but other nationality of people know that we're Jews. Someone came up to one of our generals, East Indian, and said, man, y'all, a lot of us know that y'all are the real Jews of the Bible. It's just that when we come over here, it's like a thing where it's like we don't really talk about it to y'all. It's like what their people do. These people sit behind closed door and plot against you. You think that the music that's being pumped out today is just happening? Hell no. That music is coming out because they want to poison your house. They want to poison you. They want to poison your children. That's why you can't allow your child to be on them damn phones and tablets all damn day. Right. You let that child be on that YouTube Kids, brother and sisters. Your child is one day, you're going to walk past that tablet. You're going to like, what the hell is you watching? And you're going to be ready to lose it. I'm trying to tell you, I didn't see the videos where these predators from MAPS, from the all the alternative communities, what they do is they make sure that they're in the guidelines, and they be like, pronouns is a good thing. What are your pronouns? You can identify as a boy, and they would try to brainwash your child. Like, you better start being real wise and wake up, because it gets deeper as you keep going down the rabbit hole. I'm trying to tell you. Like a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth, so big. Don't cry when your child is on the internet blowing rods. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be upset when your wife has sex with another man. And we've been trying to tell you since 1969 to stop laying down with those type of women. You sisters out there, you don't want to listen to us, fine. Don't cry and boo-hoo and talk about how bad men are when you sit up there and have sex with any man that you want, and we tell you not to do it. We tell you, sister, you need to get your behind in class, you need to learn, clean yourself up, get your mind right. Give me Romans 12 and 2. Bubba Gashar.
Okay.
We trying to give you the game. You know, Harriet Tubman could have freed more slaves, but many of us wanted to stay on them plantations and be good slaves. We wanted to be good slaves. J Rock said it the best. He said Harriet Tubman freed over 1,000 slaves. She could have freed 1,000 more if they was aware of the chains. A lot of us ain't aware of the chains. A lot of us want to live the American dream. You know what the American dream is getting people right now? Your child is walking around with all types of diseases. Your child can't even read a book straight. Or, hold on, my fault. Everybody going to college, Matham Yad. Your daughter is for the streets. Some went down south to Mexico. Who went down south to Mexico? Your daughter is for the streets. Your son, he can't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. He run the streets in an alternative lifestyle and doing drugs, chasing after scandalous women. I mean, I can keep going. I'm trying to give y'all the game. How the hell are we gonna be parents, call ourselves, I'm a man, I'm a woman, but we ain't serving God? Like, that ain't real to me. Like, you ain't official if you ain't serving the Most High. That's bottom line. What the hell are you doing with your life? Oh yeah, I'm about to go roll up, bro. Yeah, man, I'm about to go hit this little joint. She called, she want me to come over and all that. Like, do you think that's life? That's why a lot of men, they walk around, man, this girl got me on child support. Then you find out that she already had another man on child support before you laid down with her. That if you just go on her social media or just see her in person, good night, you can tell that she is trouble. I'm trying to give y'all the game. Read what you got.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Be not conformed to this world.
You better not be conformed to this world. Ooh-wee. They got some diseases out here, man, that is ridiculous. All from just having sex with the wrong person, being so fast and so feeble-minded. We got to get out of that mindset, man. We got to come serve God again. We got to do what Christ told us to do and fight for perfection. We can't complain about what's going on in the community if we're not perfecting ourselves. Right. If we ain't fighting for perfection. That's what in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 48 said. He said, "There ye therefore be perfect, like our Father is perfect." Everybody, they start losing their mind when you hear that. Houston has 129% of women with syphilis. Good night. Shout out to Juan. Let's give Juan a hand for dropping the fact down in the chat. Juan said it's a lot of syphilis down there in Houston. You understand? That's why we got a school down there in Houston. Check it out, ISUPK Houston. Just Google it, ISUPK Houston. You Google it, get the number, check out the class. It's none but Hispanics, blacks, all down in there, Native Americans, all in that school. One of the biggest schools we got in the school. Check it out. You understand? But shout out to you, Juan. You know what I mean? Because for sure, we gotta be wise, man. Like, it's crazy. You know, I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, yo, whenever Satan is messing with me. You understand? Because women is beautiful. I still don't understand why Black, Hispanic, Native American men want to go on the other side of the road. I mean, have you seen the women of the Hispanics, Blacks, and Native Americans? Like, have you seen them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, amazing. The Most High knew what he was doing when he made them. You understand? But my thing is this. If we continue to live in sin, our children is going to pay. We're going to pay. Ain't you tired of getting put on child support? Woman cheating on you because it's just in her. It's just in her. She gonna do it. And it's just in you to get women like that. We're trying to stop that. We're trying to build strong families over here. We're not trying, we're doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going though.
Oh God. But be ye transformed.
Be ye transformed. You gotta come learn these laws, statutes, commands. It's the only way you're gonna get right. I know so many people try to do it themselves and try to live that vagabond lifestyle and do that vagabond bond. Try to move like that. You can't do it. You understand? You need brotherhood. You need sisterhood. You need unity. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Zephaniah 2:1 bubble shot. You understand? Like, we have to change the way how we think and we operate. I understand. We always in some type of predicament in life. I know that it's hard. I know that we have temptations, but we have to fight those temptations. Because if we don't fight those temptations, then how can we teach our children how to fight temptations? You know what your child temptations is when they go to school, you might be the good parent or you might be the bad parent. It's either your child is going to be pressured into drugs, sex, violence, lying, all types of things that children do. And they pick up from others. That's why you got to teach a child how to be a good leader. But in order for someone to be a good leader, they have to be a good follower. They should be a good follower of you. They should be a good follower of the ISUPK.
Right.
Following righteous men, righteous women. That's what you want. Don't you? I think every man fears his daughter hoeing, excuse me, TikTok, being for the streets. Every man fear that. We fear a lot of things. But for our babies, for our baby princesses, little girl, we do not want them being promiscuous. Bring them inside the ISUPK. Let them not ever celebrate Christmas and celebrate Easter and birthdays because God said not to do it. Guess what? If they don't do that, you know what happens? There won't be a woman that I gotta see talking about, oh, he ain't give me no gift. You know, they not gonna expect gifts throughout the year like other women out there do. You understand what I'm saying? You know that also breeds a woman that can be bought. You ever seen them videos when a guy try to holler at the girl and she be like, no, you ain't my type, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't my type. No, I'm good. I got a boyfriend. And he be like, all right. She might say something. Wow. He put them keys out. Doop, doop. It'd be a whole exotic car. He gets in, the chick see it, it come running right back. Is this your car? She's bought. Most of them chicks in there, they would be willing to give it up just because he got a nice car, not knowing it could be a rental. You understand what I'm saying? Your daughters will learn how to be modest and respectable women, a virtuous woman, because they learn from other virtuous women. This is why Zephaniah 2:1 is important right here. May you read, Bubba Shaw.
Oh God. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. You understand? A slave, a slave don't understand this scripture right here. gather yourselves together. That's power. That's integrity. Hispanics need to join other Hispanics. Don't matter what. I'm Guatemalan. I ain't rocking out with what I think everybody say that down like Ecuadorians. Mexicans should be rocking out with Ecuadorians. Puerto Ricans should be rocking out with Dominicans. You want to know why? Because how the hell we got the names anyway? You understand that? All got different slave masters. We all discombobulated, believing in white Jesus and white God and white prophets, Virgin Mary. We really gonna sit there and think that Mary didn't have sex with Joseph and made Christ? How the hell we get the lineage of Christ? Dating all the way back to David and Abraham.
Right.
How do we get the lineage? Do you follow me? This is brainwashing. This is what everyone calls the Matrix. This is the real Matrix. You think that stuff that Andrew Tate is saying is going to get you out the Matrix? Hell no. It can get you deeper inside the Matrix. You'll think, oh, I'm woke. I know what's going on. Politics and all that. Negro, you is an Israelite. Do you know that? You understand what I'm saying? Damn right. Juan, he said, Colin, now let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Juan know what he's talking about. Hey, Juan, man, let me tell you something, man. And ISUPK, man, black and brown is like automatic. You understand? We say black and brown so everyone outside can understand. Let me tell you how amazing it is. My wife is getting recipes from Hispanic sisters. You understand? And my wife is black. You understand what I'm saying? My wife is giving recipes to Hispanic women. How to make that back macaroni and cheese, how we doing that fried chicken. Like, this is love. Like, when we come together, it's a lot of power that come with it. Especially when we get the structure in the ISUPK.
Right.
Ain't no other organization bringing the 12 tribes back together like this.
Right.
You got a lot of fake Israelites out here that think they know something. They don't know nothing, because they did, they would be in here.
That's right.
Because when I heard about all these other Israelite groups, you know what I never did? I never said, oh, I'm about to go over there and learn from them. Or I'm going to go over there. I knew they started this whole thing. They the ones that raised up the flags. I would kind of be a nut behind individual if I go and try to start my own group or go to some off-brand group. You understand what I'm saying? United together to overcome them evil people. Let's give them a hand. Juan on point. Juan, you about to get in class. Juan, what city you in, man? What city you in? Type of city you in, man. You understand? But we have to stick together. Read that scripture again, Bubba Show.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Gather yourselves together.
Uh-huh.
Yea, gather together.
Uh-huh.
O nation, not desire.
Hey, Juan, man, we got a school in Dallas, Texas. All you gotta do is type in, you see our name, ISUPK, ISUPK Dallas. That's all you type in your Google. You type that in, ISUPK Dallas. Your whatever number comes up on that on Google, you just call it. Get in class, check us out. You know what I mean? And again, you're gonna be down there with your brothers, man. That's willing to die for you, because the Most High said that we are. Read that scripture one more time. This scripture is so powerful.
Come, gather yourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, gather together. O nation, not desire.
O nation, not desire. The Hispanics is not desire. Donald Trump threw our Mexican babies in cages.
Right.
I don't understand how black people and Hispanics can even try to vouch for Donald Trump. We're laughing at Donald Trump in the ISUPK. Why? Because he didn't care about our babies when they was thrown in them damn cages.
Right.
See, I check blacks and Hispanics when it's hate towards one another. I tell you this, we both need to see who our real enemy is. Because it's not one another. Because blacks ain't throwing Mexican babies in cages. Mexicans ain't unaliving with a badge black people. You understand? Neither one of us took land from one another and did each other so dirty wrong that now we have no culture. And we ain't give each other white gods in different languages. We are the same people in the same struggle. It's just a language barrier. You understand? A location difference. But when we actually sit down and share our testimonies and tell the stories of our ancestors, we understand one thing. That damn, we actually is family. We ain't that different apart. You understand? But the enemy want us to hate one another. How you know? Who was helping the Negroes down in the South? Juan, you probably know about that. Then I got a book. I still didn't crack it open, where it talks about how the Mexicans was helping the Negroes, and they was hiding Negroes in Texas. Hiding Negroes in Texas and Mexico that fled from captivity. That's how our unity used to be. Up in New York, you know who started hip hop? It was Puerto Ricans and blacks in the Bronx.
Right.
That's our culture, man. That's our culture, man. Who got better music than Mexicans, blacks, and Hispanics? We got Africans right now trying to hijack the reggae movement.
Right.
Nobody was listening to African music years ago, like 10 years ago. Nobody cared about it. We always listen to that dance hall, that reggae. You understand? Listen to that reggaeton. We listening to that you know what I mean, that Mexican mariachi. You understand, that whole Mexican sound. You dig what I'm saying? Listening to that Brazilian music. We was listening to that. That's what we was vibing out to. These other people want to be like us. They want to get us out the way. They want us to hate one another. But when we actually come down to who our common enemy is, we all gonna turn around and look at the one that's at the head of the table. I pray all of us understand, because there ain't no way in the world we can have hate for one another when we ain't the one throwing the babies in the cages, Mexican babies in cages. We ain't the ones that's telling Mexicans that they can't come back on the original homeland. Most of the America was owned by Mexicans. Don't believe me? Go look it up. Calling them illegal aliens and immigrants. That's why Donald Trump is getting indicted. He's fighting. Listen, one of his lawyers just got locked up. He just got indicted for rigging the election. And listen, we ain't no Democrats. We don't vote at all. We pray that the Lord give us vengeance on all of our enemies.
Right.
From the youngest to the oldest.
That's right.
From the weakest to the strongest. Why? Because from our youngest to the oldest, we were punished by them. From the weakest to the strongest, was also attacked. Like, let's drop that scripture, right? Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. I'm gonna show y'all something right here to show you who your enemies are. And they ain't gonna teach you this in the Christian church. This is why the ISUPK is the home of the truth. We are the army of the Lord.
Right.
You follow me? Like right now, if the Lord was to send down an angel and gave an order, the whole ISUPK will fall through and complete the mission. How do you know? Look what we're doing now. We took a penny and we're going to multiply it. And here we do the work of the Lord. Ain't no chill days. We do this for free 7 days a week. Taking care of families, taking care of multiple families, our family, going to work to go slave. We do it all. We do it all for our people. But this is why we do it. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We shall what?
Serve thine enemies.
We shall serve thy enemies. I'm asking all you Black, Hispanic, Native Americans out there, who do we serve? We know we serve. We serve the oppressor. We serve the Edomites. I gotta censor my words because TikTok is going to say, "Oh, you're talking hate speech." I'm speaking hate speech about history. Oh, I get it because it don't fit the agenda that you really want on these platforms. Like when they started censoring people, man, good night. They threw away Ollie Jones to the wolves. Oh my God. I think he was like on top of their list, but Ollie Jones is on the top of the list. For some reason, I don't know what that man done did. I mean, he do expose a lot, but I mean, when they started censoring, you understand, it got so out of hand. And you right now, I can't even talk about white people. You see how I gotta put it in the conversation? I can't complete the whole. I gotta say words that I hope that everybody understand. I can't even say white people. I can say black. You understand? I can say a lot of things, but I can't tell the truth. So I gotta be very wise on what I say on these apps. That goes to show you that they have crafty counsel against us, man. You go on social media, man, they will try to shadow ban us, man. They try to shadow ban us all the time. It don't work. They try really good, but it don't work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all something to put in y'all spirit. Make sure that you never fear anything in this world. Ever. Never fear anything. Not even our enemies. Don't fear death. We come back. Don't fear it. We'll come back. Come back knowing that you serve the Lord. See, Christianity, they don't teach you that. They give you this, when you die, you go up to heaven or you go to hell. I'm here to tell you that you be reincarnated, but your next life determines on how was your last life. Let's hope that your next life, man, is in righteousness. Let's read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Of all things. The Most High will allow these people to come against us. But tell me why the Most High will allow this to happen. Tell me what's going on in this chapter right here.
God, sir, it's explaining all the curses.
All the what?
Curses.
All the curses. That's how you know who the real Jews are. The curses.
Right.
How you know that you're a Jew? Well, I know that I'm a Jew. That's what they say. Jewish people, they say, "Oh, I know I'm a Jew. I know I'm the chosen people of God." Okay. Do you fall under these scriptures right here? Like, you still know that you're a Jew. I think that blacks, Hispanic Americans don't know that they're Jews. And it said that, well, shoot, it's actually in the next couple of verses. But it says that this yoke of iron will be physical and spiritual until it destroyed us. Well, I don't see them actually lining up with that. You understand? But I do see that, according to the Bible, is saying that the ones that we serve is our enemies. Let's keep going.
God. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
We already know. I mean, we got pictures in the school where you'll see our brothers and sisters with yokes of iron around their neck. And if you was a runaway slave, man, you would have these bells attached. It would be a yoke of iron around your neck, and this is what they don't want us to remember. They put a yoke of iron around your neck, lock it, right, and don't get it twisted. You'll get infections by that rod metal. I mean that iron. All right, all that chafing on your skin is hot, and all that. You all bleeding. You'll start bleeding and get infected. You'll die most of the times, right? But they have the bells connected. It will be a yoke of iron, and then it'll have bells on these metal bars that comes up in the sky. So if you was to run, they'd be able to hear you. Well, this yoke of iron, keep going.
And until he had destroyed thee.
Until you have what?
Destroyed thee.
Keep going.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth,
Right.
as swift as the eagle flies.
Swift as the eagle flies. Every white nation always have an eagle. They always had this eagle. Why? Because that's the symbol of them trying to say that we are the top predator in the wild. An eagle flies the highest, is one of the most wisest hunters in nature. Nobody can go up and get that eagle. That eagle can pick up some big things, some big behind animals, and take them all the way up in the air. You understand what I'm saying? Can suffocate them with all the air right there, and also just drop them. You understand? You gotta truly understand this Bible. It's not just talking out of his behind. It's very spiritual. Let's keep going. Hey man, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out everybody that's in the chat. All right. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, ISUPK Trenton. We up here doing it big. We on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You understand? Let's keep going. And YouTube. Let's keep going.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
A tongue that we do not understand. Hispanics ain't understand Spanish until they was enslaved. Blacks didn't understand English until we was enslaved. Brazilians didn't understand Portuguese until they was enslaved. Haitians didn't understand French until they was enslaved. West Indians didn't understand English until they was enslaved. What was the language that all of us spoke? Primarily Hebrew. We spoke Hebrew, right? We spoke Hebrew. It's all through archaeological history that the 12 tribes of Israel are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Christopher Columbus, you can find this in the book of Promised Land, the Lost Tribes in the Promised Land, in that order. You will find that Christopher Columbus actually came to the Americas. He came over here using what we know now as the Apocrypha, the Book of Esdras. He knew that where we were at because it said Ashtaroth. And we always had the navigations to get over here. So he got those navigations. You understand? And he came over here with a Hebrew translator. Why would he go to a new land that he supposedly never been to and come with a Hebrew translator? Like, who does that? Unless you go into a land of people that speak Hebrew. When you go through the book, you'll find that Native Americans was letting it be known that they was the chosen people of God. And they was also letting it be known that the ones that over in the waters, you understand, over the waters of Florida, when you go into them islands, you understand, and go more into South America, they like that's the nation of Israel over there too. Paraphrasing. Like this evidence that I'm bringing out is not hard to find. It just, if you don't wrap your mind around the Bible, If you don't come get in class, if you're not studying, you're not going to understand where to begin on your investigation. All right. And the hall as well to eliminate our language and colonized us. Listen, man, they definitely did colonize us. Oh, I meant to say eliminate and eliminate as well. All right. Oh, okay. Our language. Listen, man, they did a whole lot of things, man. You know, and that's why in the ISUPK, man, we hear it, man. This is a place where all our people can come back to. You don't have to be on your own. You don't have to think about unaliving yourself and, you know, feeling down and depressed and all that. Come to us, man. We not just here for the good times. We also here for the adversities. We got around the clock counseling, man. You can call our phones and we will help you. We'll give you the advice that you need, straight up and down. We give marriage counsel so that relationships don't fail. We got to stop hating one another, man. Start loving one another. And that's what we do in ISUPK. And we just trying to, all we doing is projecting it into the world. Letting our people know this is where you can get love at. This is where you can get peace at. I can lay my wallet here. I can lay my wallet here for days. You know what's going to happen to my wallet? Nothing. The only thing that's gonna happen, they're gonna put my wallet somewhere safe for me to get it and say, "Hey, officer in the car, your wallet is in the school. You left it behind." My wallet will still be there. My wife, ain't nobody ever gonna talk to my wife, be all in her face. Why? Because we keep the laws of brotherhood. That's your wife. Hey, I ain't gonna be all in her face. You understand that? And that ain't talking about, you know, not being a brother and sister to one another. Like, we are brothers and sisters, but that man got a wife, man. You let that man have his wife. A lot of men out here, because they hate their brother, will be in his woman's face. You you understand? The next thing you know, they on Maury talking about the DNA of the child. You understand what them, yeah? Like it get crazy out here. Like, we don't get down like that, man. We love one another and we teach this truth. All right. So you can drop where you at. Give me First Esdras chapter 8 and verse 84. Show y'all something real quick. In this Bible, man, I'm trying to tell you, this hold our solutions. And when you hear a Christian ever tell you that the laws of God is done away with, please understand that you have to ask them, well, if the laws of God is done away with, can a woman have sex with another man while she's in a relationship? Can I rob you right now and you won't call me a sinner? You know, like, ask him, like, is a man that sexually abused little girls, can he still be righteous because the law is done away with? You got to ask people stuff like that. It's common sense. They're going to say, that ain't what you're supposed to do, but show me the law that tells me that I'm not supposed to do that, because you said the laws is done away with. So you can't say that this man is a sinner. And let me tell you something. This is going to show that truly they are perverse in the scriptures. All right. Oh, you can read what you got.
So, chapter 8.
Chapter 8, verse 84.
Come. Verse 85. First Esdras chapter 8, verse 85.
84.
84. Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
We can't we as a nation of Israel, we only can deal with one another. So a Hispanic, a black Hispanic Native American man cannot lay down with a white woman. As much as a woman of the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Hispanic, Native American, she can't lay down with a white man. Why? Because, read it again.
Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
Keep going.
Neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons.
Hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Where you at? Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Now, a lot of people, they'll say, oh, man, love is love. the hell with that. You know what I mean? Most High said, man, interracial marriage, can't do it. We're gonna read about it while right here, and this is in the law. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Listen, man. Hey, Juan, listen. Go to the page. I'm gonna start this live over. All right. But definitely good looking tapping in. Just make sure you come right back. We're gonna be up in like 2 seconds. All right. All right, 1 second, y'all. Doing good on the live. TikTok be trying to do me dirty. So I gotta keep these lives going. All right. Read it from the top again.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. The Most High said, man, if you are a Black, Hispanic, Native American, you are not to intermarry. You understand? Any other people. Salaki, my fault. Interracial marriage is against God. Period. No way around it. We reading the law. Read it one more time.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. What do that mean? Meaning that we can't sit around and think, well, when I get on, I'm gonna go get me a white girl. Like Kanye West said, he said, when you get on, you're gonna leave you behind for a white girl. Like that is a Black, Hispanic, Native American man being a traitor. Like your mother is Black, your grandmother is Black, your sisters and your cousins is Black or Hispanic, Native American. Why would you ever, flip the script like that? Like when you was down and out, who was the one holding you down? A sister. And now because you get this big check, you going to this prestige school. Now it's like, oh no, the hell with that. Or most of you cats out there, a lot of y'all think that, oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a white girl because they're more submissive and they not hard going. I'm trying to tell you, you think that where you think the spirit of all that come from? Huh? I think that spirit comes from our sisters, man. But that wickedness. Man, they would have sex with another man behind your back. I'm trying to tell you. The places I worked at, I seen it. Whole man, she wants something else. Oh yeah, she ain't putting up a fight with you, but she's damn sure putting a fight up in her. Y'all get my point. You understand? I'm trying to put y'all on game. The Most High said, don't marry him. Read it again.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Someone said the Star of David is not in the Bible. This is not a star. This is a shield, a signet of King David, the throne that Christ sit on. If you know ancient Hebrew, you will know that the shield that David wore and represented Israel with is literally his name. It's 2 triangles going up and going down. That's it. You understand? Dawadah, that's his name. Go look up ancient Hebrew and you'll find the truth. Don't believe me? Go look it up. Read it one more time.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Amen.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you got any questions, any comments, I feel free to ask. We break it down the Bible. Are you a slave? All right. Are you a slave? Let's find out. All right. Read it one more time.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Now, this is talking about interracial marriage. Not just with white people, with Africans, with East Indians, Chinese, Japanese, Hawaiians, you name it. The Most High is telling you right here, don't make marriages with them. Keep going.
So, thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Say it one more time.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
This is talking to the parents and the children. You better not do that. You understand? Don't mix your seed. Don't allow another seed to be mingled with you from another nation. Keep going.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Keep going.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Say it one more time.
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Listen, man, you don't want to listen to what the Most High is saying. You're going to be eating casserole with raisins and craisins. You're going to eat potato salad with carrots and craisins, you understand, and raisins with a little bit of mayo in it. You understand? Potatoes is still stiff hard. That's the type of potato salad you're going to eat. You're going to worship white Jesus, white God. Your God is going to be white. Jesus is going to be white. You're going to celebrate all of that. You're going to worship it because that's what your woman or your man worship. You think that you're going to go inside a relationship and say, well, God is black. Jesus is black. I'm supposed to be a child of God. Supposed to keep these commandments. And, I can't eat that pork. Hey, I got to celebrate this Passover. You ain't going to be able to come inside these gates because you ain't of the 12 tribes of Israel. You think that a person going to do that? Hell no. You know what they're going to do? They're going to wear dashikis. They're going to not put it on deodorant. They're going to eat a ton of curry and come out until they come out their pores. A bunch of tandoori. They are going to eat potato salad with raisins in it, with a little bit of mayo in it. It's going to get crazy. You're gonna celebrate 4th of July. You're gonna feel so prideful for it. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be there with the dad, and the dad is gonna be on the grill with the dad gut, and you're gonna be at the grill. You're gonna be with the mom and all around the other white women and all that, and you're gonna be trying to fit in. Hey, You're going to lose your spirit that the Most High said for you to have. You're going to be ashamed of your own people. You're going to be ashamed. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, those guys in the ghetto. Yeah, that's why, I don't really be around those gangsters, those thugs. Yeah, I can't do it, man. That's why I just stay out the way. Can't believe it. Tax dollars going down the drain. Oh, now they don't. Black Lives Matter. Like that's going to be you. You're going to be like Candace Owens. Yeah, you're going to be like Tiger Woods. It's going to be bad. Read it. Keep reading.
Oh God. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
You're going to turn away your sons, man. You tell your sons, man, love is love. Man, your son, man, he's going to have a hate for his own people. How can he love his people, but look what he going on to sleep with. Look at who he put his seed into. Well, he should be putting that seed into a black, Hispanic, and American woman. I mean, they don't look better than our women. A lot of you brothers out there, y'all say that. Y'all say that y'all got to get white women and these other Asian women, definitely you passport bros. A lot of y'all feel like y'all need to get other women because you don't got game. You don't come into the relationship with the spirit of God. You understand? Like the men in ISUPK, we don't have an issue with women being submissive. It's just automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had women that treat other men like peons, and I gave them the correction of their life. And we was only talking. They was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they already knew what type of time I was on, so they trying to get that barrier, but they would try to say they can cross that line with them. Yeah, you got to be able to put something in their place, man. But really, it's about your demeanor and what you stand on. Like any woman going to know, my name is Nakar. I'm a precinct and officer under Commander Jenny Hanna in the ISUPK. My life is serious. You understand? Like she's going to know that I don't deal with all that Kiki Palmer energy. You want to be like that? Shalom. Oh, you combative? You don't know how to shut your mouth? Shalom. Ain't nothing to cut you off. You understand? And if I do got a woman, whatever woman I have, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to love her and care for her and be her counselor, provide. I'm going to be there for her. You understand what I'm saying? And if she needs some damn correction, I'm going to give it to her. A lot of you brothers out there don't understand how to correct a woman in the right spirit. You understand? Y'all teach our women the evil thing, and then you sit up there like, oh man, yeah, man, black women, man, they so unruly. I need to get me a white girl. No, that white girl gonna see the same thing that Keisha seen. You understand? She gonna see the same thing Maria seen. It's gonna change. I told y'all, they think it's gonna change because they go on the other side of the tracks.
Right.
You understand? You gonna understand who your enemies are. You don't never sleep with the enemy, man. You stupid. You know what I mean? People out here uh, get unalive because they thinking with the wrong head. I'm trying to give y'all brothers game, man. I'm trying to give y'all what the Most High wants y'all to know. Keep going.
Oh God, that they may serve other gods.
The Most High don't want you to serve other gods. I told you, you're going to eat potato salad with raisins and carrots in it. And the potato's not even boiled all the way. It don't even got egg in it. None of that. It don't taste like mama with the big arms. You know what I'm saying? It don't taste like Maria, you understand, made them tacos, man. It don't taste like Maria made that arroz con pollo. It don't taste like Maria's. She gonna try to make you some jerk chicken. I'm offended just saying it out my mouth. You understand? Because you brothers, you better stop trading on your sisters, man. Stop trading on these sisters, man. Go get get these good women knocked up. Go ahead, you multiple wives if so. You know what I'm saying? At least come into the ISUPK so we can clarify you on that. But you can live an amazing life. You just gotta stop being a sucker. A lot of us being suckers, man. You understand? I got white people right now on Instagram talking trash. I'm like, oh, you showing your colors. You trying to hide it. And they under a black post of police officers unaliving a Hispanic man. And all I asked was, are we still loving white people? Every one of them came out the crack. Is there any more on that?
Come a little more.
Let's keep going.
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Good night. Let's get Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 3. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 3. We're going to talk about a little bit of history in the Bible of white people. All right? Give you a little bit of history, man. Caucasians. You got some good history, man. You got some amazing history. But you try to hide some of the history that can link you to a certain person. And that's Esau. That's your forefather. Esau is the twin brother of Jacob. Jacob and Esau were twin brothers. One came out black, one came out white. The angel told Rebecca that it was a war going on in her womb. You understand? And that we would be enemies to the end. You understand? And when they came out, we was on the hill, you understand, of Esau. Like literally hand on the hill. You know what I mean? Because it was that much of a war going on in that womb. And it said that the oldest shall serve the younger. So when you look at the history of the Edomites, that's why you hear the whole thing about those dwelling in caves. You understand? You'll hear about the whole caveman, you know, and the Neanderthals and all that. That's because some of that is slightly true. Esau actually used to dwell in the mountains of Mount Seir, where they used to dwell in caves, and they was the ones that would drink and eat out of the skulls of the ancestors, their unalived family members. They'd crack open their skulls, peel it all off, and they would drink. That's why that whole nomadic, the whole Viking type of vibe, you know, that whole killing instinct. Because when you actually go into the history of Esau, I'm trying to speed it up. You go into the history of Esau. Esau was described as a cunning hunter. You understand? And he gave up his birthright to Jacob. You understand? Because all he wanted was some bloody soup. And Esau and Jacob was like, "Yo, man, sell me your birthright." Because he was making the pot, and the food wasn't just ready yet. But Esau was hungry and didn't care. He said, "Yo, man, give me that food, man. Sell me your birthright." He said, "Man, what does this birthright serve me, man? I don't give a damn about this birthright, man. Give me that pot of stew." Took the pot of stew and went about his business. Rebecca knew, and Esau, being like Edomites are, tried to spin the block and say, "Oh, where's my birthright?" When he sold it, breaking treaties. That sound familiar? Go ask a Native American how many treaties was broken between them and the U.S. I'll wait. I had you holding something. Let's read it.
Okay. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God,
Right.
Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
He said, "Oh, Mount Seir, I am against thee." Mount Seir is white people, Caucasian race. This is the history of the Caucasian race. I'm going to give y'all a couple scriptures. We're going to run through this. Keep going.
And I will stretch out my hand against thee.
Stretch out my hand, meaning I'm going to punish. You understand? You're going to get a judgment. Keep going.
And I will make thee most desolate.
Will make you desolate like a desert. Like you'll see a Kensington and Allegheny. You understand? Just desolate, just dreadful. Keep going.
I will lay thy cities waste.
Lay thy cities waste. Ooh-wee. You understand? Look at Hawaii. That's just a glimpse. Look at the wildfires and all that. That's just a glimpse of what's going to happen. Keep going.
Come. And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
He had what?
Perpetual hatred.
Had a what?
Perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred. He had a perpetual hatred against us. When we was getting out of Egypt, you know what he did? The nation of Edom, the Edomites, you understand, our enemies, they actually they allowed the strong of us to pass, but they attacked all the weaker people from the back of the line. You know what I'm saying? We was in a caravan traveling, but what they did was they attacked the younger, you know what I mean, the oldest They attacked the ones that they knew, all right, they the weakest. We're gonna attack them. That's how we're gonna do it. You understand? Like they got a perpetual hatred, man. Like you see it in the TV. Like you don't see them doing to anybody else what they do to us. Period. Like, go ahead. All right, no sweat. Like, look at what the police do in our communities. Like, they know that we have an issue with them using a aggressive force. You know, they know that we not all criminals, but they want to treat us like all criminals. Look at in politics. Look at in Hollywood and everything else. They design things and put things together and put together plays and all types of operations so that we can fail. You think these movies just come out for no reason? No. You think the music, you think these what goes on in the news, when it goes around celebrities, you think that the court system is everything is just for us to benefit? No. It's really for them. They benefit from child support more than the parent do. The parent that when the courts put a man on child support, they get money for that. They get a check for that. Okay, you doing your job. A man can't live in a house with a woman if they collect welfare. You would think that they would do it because why? Oh yeah, we got to keep the family together. You know, we got to keep the family strong. You know, they might be going through hard times. Let's get them some food. No, if it said that a man will live in that house, you ain't getting no food stamps. They gonna cut off your assistance. Matter of fact, if you getting cash assistance, they gonna sit up there and take it from the man, straight up and down. They like, oh, child support, we need that money. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. They got a perpetual hatred against us. Drop that. Give me Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8.
Come.
Let me know when you got it.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8.
Right.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Listen, man. The ones that everybody see as wise and great in America and everywhere else where, Edomites dwell at, they're going to be seen, it's going to be a mockery. You understand what I'm saying? Like that whole thing in Hawaii, let me tell you something, that is a glimpse of how it's going to be when Christ comes back. When Christ comes back, he said, I'm coming back with a sword. And it said that when John the Revelator seen Christ in that vision, he said he seen Christ with armies, army angels, you understand, on horses, and he had a sword in his garment looked like it was drenched in blood, and on his head he had many crowns. How you get them crowns? How do any king get a crown of many crowns? You get it from other nations. And they don't say that he comes back giving hugs and kisses. He come back to avenge us. You think Christ forgot about what them Romans did to his people in that time and what they did to him? You think Christ don't see what the Most High see? See, blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans, you need to understand that you still at war. The war ain't stopped. Abraham Lincoln just said that I want to build new slaves for our machine. A lot of people ain't ready for that conversation with them, y'all. People ain't ready for that. People ain't ready for that type of conversations. We talk about all the Illuminati conspiracies and all of that. Well, we don't really get down into the conversations that really get deep. That these people have behind closed doors. These elites. I'm trying to tell you, they're hiding the truth from you. That's why the Jewish people, they go berserk when someone says, "Oh, I'm a real Jew." or the real Jews are black, that's anti-Semitic. Jewish people, they try to stop us. They can't. They can't stop us. What, you gonna get our page blocked? We make another one. You understand? What, you going to kick us off the corner? You can't kick us off the corner. We going to teach. That's why they hate it. You understand? They don't have that energy with us like they have with Kyrie. You want to know why? Because Kyrie don't have the spirit of the Lord. None of those celebrities got the spirit of the Lord. See, if they was in ISUPK, they would have doubled down on what they said. They would have doubled down and would have like, the real Jews is black. Y'all ain't the real Jews. You understand what I'm saying? Commander Jenny Hanna is the leader of every black, Hispanic, Native American because of the Bible, because of God said so. You understand what I'm saying? Real leadership is in the ISUPK. You ain't gonna find everybody gonna have some truth there and there, but you are tried in the fire in here. You tried in the fire in here. You can watch class. You can come to class once in a blue moon. You can come to class once in a blue moon and all that, or you can be outside of classes and think you know something, but you ain't never tried until you come in here, having to take orders from Commander Jenny Hanna's men.
Right.
You don't understand pressure. You know, they say pressure busts pipes. You understand? Iron sharpens iron. Don't be plastic going in that flame, man. That's what a lot of us are. We plastic. We come out dull. You understand? When a dagger made of iron should come out strong, man. Come out strong. And you better start waking up quickly. All you out there, wake up quickly. You understand? Because these people want to take away the truth from us. You understand? It said the Most High is going to destroy the wise of the nation of Edom. Give me Galatians 5:16. You understand? The Most High said, man, meant to say they call themselves Jewish, not Jew. Yeah, like that's like me saying I'm blackish. Oh, so kinda black. No, I say I'm black. That's like someone say I'm Mexicanish. Mexicanish. That was a Mexicanish. Tell me out, what's that? I'm Mexicanish. Oh, so you like what you like? American, Mexican, you Chicano, you know what I'm saying? Like you like how you Jewish. That's just the name itself. Sometimes you just gotta look at what's there and you be like, oh, okay. You understand? Keep going.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
You gotta walk in the Spirit. That's how you get strong. That's how you get your integrity. I ain't saying that y'all out there all sucked it out and all that. I ain't saying that. Y'all probably like, yo, man, what you trying to say, man? I'm a bitch or something? Like, no, I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is, when it comes to this Lord's business, what he want us to do is a whole different ball game. You can be the toughest UFC fighter. That don't mean nothing to the Most High. You can fight, beat the hell out of men, but can you beat those demons? Can you serve the Most High in righteousness? You got to live in spirit and not in flesh. Because in spirit, you're keeping the laws of the Lord. I had an argument with some Christians today. They tried to tell me, are you referring to the Mosaic law? We're not under that. I'm like, the Mosaic law is the laws of the Most High. Oh, no, see, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me show y'all something. Y'all think that the law ain't been here? You think that the law just came and was effect when Moses came? Give me the book of Genesis, the 39th chapter.
Okay.
Give me the book of Genesis, the 39th chapter, and let's start at verse 16. I'm gonna show y'all something right here that the law always been here because we're gonna use common sense today. Let me know when you got it.
Okay. Genesis chapter 39, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
And she laid up his garment by her
Mm-hmm.
until his Lord came home. Verse 17. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying,
All right, give me 2 verses behind.
Verse 14. That she called unto the men of her house and
Right.
spake.
You got it?
Verse 14.
Let's start at verse 12. Let me see what that is.
Verse 12. And she caught him by his garment, saying, Lie with me.
Now, this African woman, all right, this African woman wanted some Israelite rod. You understand? She wanted that Israelite rod. She knew that he was a child of God. She said, I want you to put that rod in me. My husband not home, let's get it cracking. A lot of Black, Hispanic, Native American men would do that. Why? Because you are weak in spirit. You follow the flesh. You can't follow that flesh. You got to follow the spirit. Because if you follow the flesh, then you can get a disease because this might not be her first rodeo. I think everybody should understand that. You can get her pregnant, get on child support. I mean, the whole 9. You can get unalived. That man can get mad, unalive you. You know that man is not going to get full murder charges, but they'll say that it was a murder that happened. It's like a passion of crime or something like that, right? Well, let's keep going.
And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out.
Hold on. Give me verse 11. I'm trying to get to where he told her what it was.
Go. Verse 11. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business.
Right.
And there was none of the men of the house there within.
So, yeah, like you hearing it, how this woman is literally trying to give him the draws. Keep going. But she's married.
Verse 12. And she caught him by his garment.
Keep going.
Saying, Lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand and fled.
Right.
And got him out. Verse 13.
I'm trying to think. Is it verse 9 or something? Where it should say, I am the highest in this house, something like that. It should say that I am the one. It should say that like in the first.
Verse 9.
Go ahead, verse 9. Let's get it. Let's hear it.
Verse 9. There is none greater in this house than I.
Go ahead.
Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee.
Listen, he said, listen, man. Because if y'all don't know, Joseph, his brothers was jealous of him, man. His brother was jealous and he sold him into some Africans. Now Joseph is living a life as a slave. You understand? And I mean, the Lord is on his side, you know, the Most High making sure that he got a good situation, right? And this African woman, she just been trying to give him the draws. You understand? And that's definitely the spirit of an African woman. Trust me, I've been around them long enough. I'm from Southwest Philadelphia. All right. So they got a way about them, man. And he was going through that. And when I tell you, he was up there having to fall back from her. You understand? Countless of times. This ain't the first time. But this day, she really wanted the ride. Keep going.
Because thou art his wife.
Say it one more time.
Because thou art his wife.
Thou art his wife. Now, I thought that the law was only established when Moses came. Keep going.
How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God?
Hold up. How can it ever be any sin? That's what I was about to tell the Christian, but I had to get off. I'm like, this is showing you that even in this time, this is God's law. This is his commandment. Thou shalt not sleep with another man's wife. You follow me? Read it one more time, that part right there.
Okay, verse 9. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me.
Like he doing me. I mean, we got a good rapport. You know what I mean? He do good by me, man. We got a good business relationship here. Like, yo, you drawing, cause that's some wild type stuff. Like, I ain't no crumb, and I ain't no sinner. He said that is a sin to have sex with this woman. Keep reading.
Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness?
He said great wickedness. And what book we reading out of?
Genesis chapter 39, verse 9.
This is the book of Genesis. The book of Genesis is saying that having sex with another man's wife is unlawful. So when a Christian try to tell you that follows a white ideology, a white religion, you understand? You cannot allow them to tell you that that is the truth, that the law is done away with. Because it's right here where they say, well, yeah, it says to keep the commandments, but that's Christ's commandments. Christ's commandments is the old commandments. You can find the truth. Well, the proof of that is Romans 15:4, where it says the things that are written afore in the past is for our learning, paraphrasing. The breath of life that Adam got, that was Adam receiving the laws of God. You understand? He received the laws of God. Eve received the laws of God. Everything was retaught to them because the Most High is not the author of confusion. He's not going to have people come on earth because Adam and Eve wasn't the first people, and they never ate that damn apple. What they did was they went against God's laws and followed the other nations that was round about of the Garden of Eden. So that's why Adam and Eve, two sons, Cain and Abel, was doing sacrifices, was giving sacrifices unto the Lord. They were sacrificing. Why? Because the Most High established his law through Adam. And Adam taught his descendants and their descendants and their descendants. Until you get to Moses, where Moses had to establish law and order for the nation of Israel. So it's not the Most High dealing with you. Well, you know what I mean? The Most High is dealing with everything. Let's not get that wrong. But the Most High is actually, he had priests that would do it. You understand what I'm saying? The priests was the ones that did the work of the Lord when it came to giving sacrifices, unaliving, dealing with cases and those things. That's why when you read the first 5 books of the Bible, you're learning about the jobs of a priest, the jobs that the priest does. You're learning about the do's and don'ts in Israel. That's what Moses did. Right now, we're in a grace period. Okay, we're in a grace period. What is a grace period? You get a grace period when you need to pay a bill or something. So you'll get that grace period. You got a certain time to get your payments in order. And when the last day, if you don't got your payments in order, your stuff getting cut off. That's what it is. Because when you're under grace, grace runs out. When does that grace run out? When Christ comes back. Because now we're going to be in our kingdom. In our kingdom, we're going to be the law and order there. But when we think like a people that are vagabonds, when we think like slaves, we don't think like a nation of people. We think individuals. Think like we're just one individual. That's it. Just me, my family, that's it. No. We're supposed to, like Zephaniah 2:1 said, come together, O nation not desired. That's the Bible. And the Most High said, give me Ecclesiastes 12:10. We're going to end it there. Ecclesiastes 12:10. We're going to end it there. The Most High wants us to be a wise and great people. That's why he gave us the commandments of God, so that we won't fall for the snares of our enemies. Judith chapter 4 and verse 20 talks about how the Greeks sat behind closed doors and plotted against our demise. They want us to fall the same way now. That's why the Most High said, don't follow the way of the heathen. Because what is black people that buy into the blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans that buy into the American dream? We go to college and we go pledge. We go to college and we go into religion and we just a slave to whatever occupation that we want. We become a slave to the dollar. We become a good girl and a good boy to the slave master. See, someone that is rebellious, they understand one thing. I can't trust you. And that is a right attitude to have because it's in the Bible. Read.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never what?
Never trust thine enemy.
Keep going.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
So is a what?
So is his wickedness.
So should Native Americans trust the ones that came onto the shores and unalived over 100 million of them? Read it again.
Never trust thine enemy.
Should blacks forgive? Should blacks trust those that have done every act of war against us? Read it one more time.
Never trust thine enemy.
Should Hispanics fully accept, you understand, the idea of letting go of the past, knowing that the language that they speak, should Haitians, all of the 12 tribes know that the language that they speak is of their enemy, of another nation of people? Should they forgive them? Should they join themselves with them spiritually? Read it one more time.
Never trust thine enemy.
Why? Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth.
The same way iron will rust. Go ahead.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. That's why we don't trust him. How many times you try to go read Isaiah, the 30th chapter, 1 through 3. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1 through 3. You never trust any of your enemies, man. You think that we can go vote and everything is going to change? You think that we can go and sing and dance for these politicians and things is going to change? You think because the way how you change your voice and your demeanor when you at work or you're in front of these people, that something is going to change? Ain't nothing going to change, man. Be yourself. Be what God designed for you to be. Of righteous and leadering people, man. With that being said, I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all keep tuning into ISUPK everything. You understand? Whatever city you in, just type it into your Google and we right there. With that, shalom.